Hey, I'm Katie, half of the Say Yes to the Address team with Chris and Kate. We're best friends, moms, and Long Island realtors sharing real talk on homes, family, and life. Tap subscribe and join us. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Say Yes to the Address with Chris and Kate. Today, Kristen is out in Georgia, so Chrissy's joining in with me, and we're just going to chat together about grants. So, Chrissy.
Hi, guys. How are you?
I have a buyer who is working with a grant.
Okay.
And the conversation that we had to have last week is that they're phenomenal, but don't be dependent on them. So she's actually working with CDLI, which is like Community Development Long Island.
Okay.
She's getting like a rehab grant that's going to help her with some of the
construction work?
Construction, but it has to be health and safety. So like a roof or a new boiler or electrical or things like that.
Plumbing, stuff like that.
Yeah, like she can't get a pool.
Okay, I understand.
Help with that, and it also helps with some down payment.
Yes, well, I would advise people to call their mortgage broker and speak to them in regards to any kind of grant, because whatever town you live in, they also offer many grants. Of course, you have to meet certain criteria.
Yeah. Income is a big one.
Yes.
That we've come across, because you have to fall on that income. You can't go over a certain amount, usually in the housing amount that you spend. Like, you can't go buy an $800,000 house.
No, also your credit score also. But I think it's a great idea to contact your local township, because they do offer a lot of programs.
One of the things that we actually found, because I did have her speak to the lender, was that the FHA doesn't work with it, so they can only go conventional.
Okay, yeah.
And then it was really funny because the numbers with the grant were a little bit like interesting. So it's like some people like, oh, I just got the grant, like I don't need to have a conversation with my lender, but it was really good that we did. And then the lender actually hopped on the phone.
Oh, wow.
And spoke to the loan program.
Who's your lender? Who do you use?
I work with Steve over
he's
at
great.
Fairway.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's helping us out with it. And he got on that phone, I think, 4 times to verify everything.
Oh, wow. He's very knowledgeable. Yeah, he is. Absolutely. I agree with that. He really is.
He even went like past the loan. He's like, so when we need to refinance, because, you know, when you get a grant, you have to live in the house for a certain amount of time. You can't
I think 3 to 5 years. I'm not sure. Yeah.
This one, I believe, is 10.
Oh, wow.
Or even higher.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So he actually asked the good questions, which was like, can they refinance?
Right.
Because
good question, Katie.
They're getting a higher interest rate, right?
Right. Yes.
So Steve called and he asked, and they said, well, you can refi, but it was like, and then there were big words that they started using that I don't need to know as a real estate agent. But he knows how they can refi when they need to.
Right.
Where if they didn't ask that question and tried to refi, they would actually get a penalty and lose money.
Right. We don't want that, do we?
That's why having the best team on earth is what makes the difference when you're buying a house.
Guys, knowledge is power.
It really is. So if you're out there and you're thinking about a grant, I hope that this conversation that we just had brings up some questions that you should be asking. But if you're looking to buy on Long Island, you want the best real estate team there is out there,
you call us.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.